we acted out our own Bible dramas. My mom was Pharaoh because she had the big man voice. And my brothers didn't have their man voice yet. Addam didn't have his man voice ever. He had this high-pitched girl laugh that was horrible. I can't even replicate it. It was the worst, best laugh, and I'll miss it a lot. Because, yeah. He used to get me in trouble a lot, and he also convinced my mom that I was a lesbian. Which, whatever. But he had told her that I was, and so she came to me to have a talk. And she was like, "So Adina, I heard that you're a lesbian. You're in a relationship with another girl." And I said, "Mom, don't you think I would have told you by now?" I was 24. Yeah. So, we got more. Yeah, you're welcome. So, we have an inside joke because we did a Bible drama and it was Noah's Ark. And we were making the tar sounds for the ark because the tar was really sticky and gross. And we have a little saying, and it was, "Can you hand me the hammer ham?" And so we do that all the time. So that's never going to go away. We used to run around on my grandparents' 40 acres, and I always stuck close to Aaron because I knew Aaron would make it home eventually because he had an internal GPS, and I wasn't quite sure where I'd end up with Adam or if I'd end up back alive. So I stuck with Aaron. But Adam used to give me horseback rides when I was little. He also used to fold me in a pretzel, which was not very good. He thought I was way more flexible than I was. So he used to crawl around the floor and give me horseback rides. I was about 3 or 4, and I had a box of Pringles, or whatever you call that, a can of Pringles, and it would require me to replenish my horse. And as we went on, my horse became way more hungry, way more often. It was really fascinating because I ended up not having any Pringles that night. But I had an amazing horse ride. So, my brother's favorite movie was, he fancied himself a drill sergeant. He said that he was born in Nam, or he went to Nam, and he used to recount all of his war stories, apparently. It was very traumatic. It was awesome. So he had a shop teacher in 8th grade, and I'm kind of bouncing around, and I apologize, but he had a shop teacher in 8th grade, and he was a pervert, and his name was Mr. Murray, and he used to like the girls. So my brother used to make fun of him all the time, and we went to Walmart one night, and my brother was about 6'5" then. He's pretty big. And we're in the pantyhose section, and you have those fake legs with the hose, and apparently he found one that did not have a home, and so he found a home with him. So he walks around the corner, literally with this thing, this little teeny weeny leg. I think it had black hose on it. It was a black hose leg. And it was little teeny weeny, like way smaller than mine at all. And his big leg was sitting on it. And he said, "My name's Mr. Murray, boy." He said, "I got my leg shot off in the war, in the military, on a battleship, with a piece of leather." We died. We died a little bit. So, but that was the kind of person my brother was. He had a big heart.
Give the background on who Mr. Murray was.
I thought I did.
Oh, did you?
Mr. Murray was the shop teacher. He was a pervert.
And all the kids liked to make fun of him.
Everybody loved him.
They did impersonations of him. They were all trying to do the best Mr. Murray impersonation.
And Addam was the best, hands down.
He wrote a song about Mr. Murray. It went, Mr. Murray, you're so furry. You better stop up, and you better quit touching my girlfriend's butt.
My brother also wrote really good love ballads. He used to tell me that when you love a woman, you lay her down by the fire, which was absolutely disgusting. He also used to subject us to Conway Twitty. Yes. My brother loved to just be random and awkward most of the time. Yeah, so he dressed up like Anna Nicole Smith for Halloween, and he actually did a really creepily accurate version of Anna Nicole. So, yeah, but that was my brother. That's kind of what he did. We have some pictures that we wanted to go through, right? Or did you
Yeah.
do we have more stories? Do you guys have any stories?
Do you want to finish the obituary?
Did I finish it? I told you I was jumping around. Good grief, Adina.
It's all right. So I'm the director.
He gets all the money off the show.
And obviously he's still not talking. I was always the one who had to talk to him. He loved taking extended porcelain cruises in order to read. Do you all know what a porcelain cruise is? Yeah, you do. You knew my brother, you did. To read about his two favorite history subjects, World War II and Vietnam. He's survived by 3 daughters, Mercedes, Serenity, and Ariana. His mother, Cheryl Hadley, and stepdad, David Hadley. 2 brothers and 3 sisters, Aaron Mayfield and his wife, April German. Myself, Adina Hadley, so far. Byron Mayfield, Ashley Beneke, and Amber Claymore. 1 niece, Avery Hadley, who is hiding behind the curtain.
Hey!
She's the wizard. And my conscience. And other I'm kidding. And other surrogate children who were near and dear to his heart. Chloe Bacall, Trista and Ben Cheryl. Like my mom, Cheryl. Sorry. A fiance, J.C. Thompson, and many friends. Addam was preceded in death by his father, Keith Mayfield, who was also a chatterbox, and grandparents, Sergeant Joe Sr. and Wilma Mayfield, and Patsy Ann and Raymond Barr. So, one of the poems that we picked for my brother was High Flight by John Gillespie McGee. And it says, "Oh, I have slipped the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter silvered wings." Good grief. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you had not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the wind-swept heights with easy grace, where never lark or even eagle flew. And while with silent lifting mind I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, I put out my hand and touched the face of God.
You want to tell them the story behind that one, where it came from?
Why don't you tell him?
It used to be the poem and the video they would show just before the television would shut off at night, before the little guy with the Indian chief guy came on the screen. And that was always an impressive poem to me, because he always wanted to be a fighter pilot.
We're a very sentimental family. We watch TV until it shuts off. So we're gonna do some pictures, because that kind of captures who he is the best. And he never played baby right when I was a kid, just so you know. He was always a bad child, in play or in real life. And yeah, he was just always Addam. I think Aaron said that Addam is a noun. And that's so true. So here he is when he was a baby. And that's my mom's hand. It's really exciting.
You looked a lot better then.
Did I? Oh, there we go. And then my brother, Aaron, my oldest brother, and my mom and Addam. And then, let's see.
Or I should censor that.
Yeah. There's a lot of nudity in my parents' photos. It's kind of disturbing. And there's my little brother, Addam, and Aaron. Addam was a year old there, and Aaron was 3.
Oh, no, Adam was a week old.
Oh, Addam was a week old. He's a very big child. This is why I only have one child.
Just for your information, that brown shoe was later floated down the creek by the little brother.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yes.
Aaron has them both at this time, but later on there's only one.
He thought Aaron was Cinderella. So there he is. He was always happy, even when he was quiet. And he was especially happy when he was driving.
It's actually on the
Down,
floor.
down, point down the floor.
Down to the floor? There we go. So that's his dad, Keith, and my mom, and Addam. And then that's my Grandpa Joe.
And he was always smiling too.
And Grandpa Joe was always smiling, and he always talked a lot like Addam. He used to call me Grandma. And there's my little brother. How old was he there?
9 months.
9 months. This is when we could still buy clothes for him.
Yeah.
And then some more of my brother and my brothers. My brother and my other brother. And
We had to show him the direction to blow out.
he was an air sign. He just was everywhere. And that's my brother's dad, Keith, and the first car that Addam got to work on. Them in a tractor. And Keith and Aaron and Addam. And that teddy bear, by the way, it lasted a long time. That thing was probably...
I still
It's
have
still
it.
in our closet.
So he keeps everything, I don't keep anything. And there's Addam, and if you notice, he has a dark color spot, dark spot on his shirt, and that was from his drool. You're welcome. Yeah, Rennie. You still drool, don't you? It's okay. I still love you. Oh, there we go. So that was him, how old? 5, 3, 10? He was 25 there. I'm just gonna start making stuff up. I don't even know. There's some more pictures of my brothers and Keith. And this was on our Grandma Wilma and Grandpa Joe's farm in the wintertime. This was before me.
Yeah, we made a frog house.
You made a
I'm
frog
not, I
house?
don't think there were any frogs out.
They didn't show up that day. So, yeah, so we used to make forts all the time. And we had some hateful kids in our neighborhood. You'd always tear them down, and we would get so self-righteous about it. We're making it bigger and better this time. We will show them. So yeah, that was the start of our architecture. This is Grandpa Joe, and I have no idea what dog that is. But it was a dog. And my brothers. And this was my Grandma Wilma and my Grandpa Joe, and then Addam and Aaron on a tractor. They used to put me in a trailer behind the tractor and drive me around because I couldn't do that.
Yes.
They couldn't trust me. Plus I got distracted. It wasn't a good
Well, that
idea.
makes sense why they couldn't trust you.
I know. It makes sense why they can't trust me. So that is my Grandpa Joe again and my brothers. and that's what he did best.
Same. Mercedes right there.
He was a very relaxed child. That's my brothers and Grandpa Joe and Grandma Wilma, and that was their red truck, my grandpa's red truck. And there they are fishing. My brother loved to fish. He hooked my finger one time with a fish
And
hook.
fishers beware. If actually a hook on his line, it was gonna hook somebody.
Yeah.
You can say goodbye, just think.
Yeah. This is Halloween. Was Addam Chewbacca there?
And Aaron was Mickey Mouse.
Oh, I thought it was a chicken ball. He was Mickey Mouse.
Good enough. I couldn't get it to stand up, I wasn't that smart.
Yeah.
Adam just like being big and furry.
Yeah, very much. So, this is my brother. These are my brothers again. My little brother is a stormtrooper, and my oldest brother is C-3PO. But notice that my oldest brother is holding my little brother's hand. You're welcome. They would have never gotten anywhere. This was when they were channeling their inner pirate and devil.
Nothing much has changed.
No. And Adam always tried to duplicate that mustache.
Oh, gosh.
With the handlebars that went straight under his mouth. It's awesome. There's my Grandma Wilma and Adam. And is this the infamous three-wheeler?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this three-wheeler right here, he had rode it up and down the stairs so much that he filed off the ends of the wheels. So it actually went ka-thump, ka-thump, ka-thump. And he loved my brother so much he'd follow him around. And apparently he followed him 3 miles away from home to go see him at school. He was actually less than a mile away, but anyways. He went to the high school and he was riding in the halls on his three-wheeler. Oh, he was 3, by the way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't even go in a 3-mile radius. And he was riding the halls up and down and it was going ka-thump, 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 ka-thump. And somehow the principal got a hold of my mom.
Police officer.
The police officer. He likes to get my mom in trouble. He's got me in trouble too, but anyways. Yeah, so he said, do you have a little boy with brown hair and brown eyes with a three-wheeler? She's like, why? And he said, because he's riding up and down the halls in the high school. But Adam said, he goes, I was just looking for my brother, which was,
He wasn't in high school yet.
Aaron was only 5. Aaron thought he was in high school, and he probably should have been, but he wasn't. So there's my brother, Adam, and my mom's hand. It's really exciting. She should have been a hand model.
Grandma Wilma.
Oh, is that Grandma Wilma?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I should know
never
that.
wear horizontal stripes.
She never wore the 2 rings either. That was
That's
Grandma
right.
Wilma's thing.
Yeah.
And then Aaron's asleep. And,
Twins.
yeah, this is them at Easter time. And,
Her
yeah.
Beatles face.
Yeah. This was when they were in the Beatles band. This is Keith and Byron, and Adam and Aaron. In our grandparents' kitchen. And there's Adam. There's Grandma and Grandpa, Keith, Byron, and Adam. And there's Grandma Wilma and the boys. And that was before, Aaron wanted me to tell you that he's been wearing flannel before it was cool.
Yeah.
He started the trend again. And then there's my dad, David, and my mom, obviously, our mom, whatever. And then my brothers. I don't know when that was. That was before me.
Yeah,
That was pre-Adina.
yeah, it was 1982.
And this is an embarrassing picture of me. I pretty much still look like that. And my brother and our grandma, my mom's mom, and Aaron, obviously, he was always in there. You had to keep an eye on us because Adam and I would get in trouble, and we wouldn't clean the house either. Aaron would always try to make it really fun sounding, but it wasn't. And Adam and I weren't buying it. Aaron was always like, "Come on, guys, it'll be fun. We're gonna clean the house." And Adam and I were like, we're good. We're good. We hoped he'd forget, but he never did. And then there's me and my brothers. And Adam always loved to hug me really tight. He didn't know personal space most of the time, which I understand now. But when I was little, it was kind of spooky. But anyway. Like, why are you touching me all the time? I was taking yesterday.
She still screams like that.
I still scream like that. I've got a good crying face. I'm trying to turn it, it won't go fast enough.
It was possessed by your face.
Adam's messing with me. So this was us in our house in Springfield.
She's still screaming by that point.
I'm still screaming. And then Adam and Aaron, obviously. I think that this picture speaks enough for. So, when I was little, I didn't know that I was not going to turn into a boy. And my brothers always walked around without shirts. So I assumed that that was socially acceptable for me as well until I was 20. So yeah, my brother, I looked up to him, and
Yeah.
especially for clothing options.
Bad choice.
I was arrested. Adam was laughing. This was when we were good. No, we posed really nice. That was in the 80s. And then this was us at the park in Joplin, I think.
Springfield.
Springfield? Wow. The dementia is setting in for me, I'm sorry. Yeah,
You were little.
that's my mom.
Grandma had brought us boats, little battleship-looking boats.
Yeah, I used to float them in the bathtub with me whenever I could get a bath. Most of the time we had to take showers. This is us at the state park.
No.
That's what we were doing.
Wild Wonderland outside, on the other side of Springfield.
I don't know, I was just along for the ride most of the time. I didn't ask where we were going, because they wouldn't answer.
Or where we were.
And I got my wallet stuffed into my waistband.
Aaron was
Have any
really super
pockets.
fly.
The
I really like those knee-high socks.
The short shorts. Brandon goes, why are those shorts so short?
Because he likes short shorts.
And she wonders, Dad can get away with it, why can't I?
That was mostly how Adam walked around. Just saying.
Mainly.
My mother dressed me. So Grandma Wilma was not blessed with a lot of hair. So Grandma Wilma had a lot of wigs. And we loved her wig. She wanted us to wear her clown wig, but I didn't want that. I wanted what she wore, because those are way cooler. So we convinced
Adam had
her.
his curly perm.
Adam had his curly perm. He always wanted a perm.
Yeah.
He always tried to get me to curl his hair when I was like 5, and I used to burn my own forehead. He was like, "Just perm my hair, Adina." Yeah, no problem. You want some makeup too? Yeah, put some makeup on me too. Do my nails. He really did. So yeah, that was at my grandma's farm. And then this was when he was super sexy. He kind of looks like SpongeBob here, which might be I absolutely adore SpongeBob. This is my brother, SpongeBob.
That's where
He was really good at photography, and he was very photogenic.
Ariana
He had
smile.
one face.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Ariana. Genetics are awesome. This is when Adam finally aged Aaron. Finally got to him. Actually, he was Johnny Appleseed, the old one, and he had a lot of powder in his hair. And I remember the powder; it was very smelly. This is my brother taking awesome pictures yet again, and the old man. My mom didn't realize he was an artist until he made this in the 6th grade, I think.
Uh-huh.
And actually, I didn't know he was an artist either. I was very impressed. That was an awesome picture until his favorite cat, Sheba, ate it. And she also ate the homework. And so he had to take it to school and tell him that his cat ate his homework. Oh, yeah. That's some awesome outfits. Yeah, we'll just click through that. This is us at Silver Dollar City. They wanted guns, but they couldn't have guns because we were religious. So he got a gun later. Several. We had BB guns too. We just couldn't pose with them. This was Adam's infamous face. Most of the time he had his tongue sticking out too. This is really awesome. Yeah. There's his infamous face yet again. This was when he got his adenoids and his polyps, nasal
Yeah,
polyps taken out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was,
He was a lot
Yummy.
happier before than after.
yeah, he could breathe for a little while. There's him at, I don't know, some party we had.
I think it was 1997 was the
It was somewhere
So it must have been
Jehovah's
his
Witness
graduation
dance
party or
we had.
something.
Yeah. We had to make up reasons to party. There's his favorite cat, Sheba. That's all I gotta say. She was absolutely adorable. She used to follow him around everywhere. Those are my graduation pictures. Yet again, he's not smiling right.
What do you mean?
And he actually came to the photo thing with his he stole it hat on, and I had asked him to get a haircut, and he didn't.
It's the same hair as you in that picture.
Yeah, I had awesome hair too. There he is again.
Oh my gosh.
I gave up on him smiling right, so we just hid behind the tree.
Good call.
I think I'm just gonna leave that nugget there.
His total personality right there.
That is him.
Yeah. Couldn't picture it any better.
Somehow The camera always caught him.
It's like he's saying, oh, we're gonna do this.
Apparently, he used to call a guy that he worked with Fancy Pants. So he had nicknames for everybody.
Yes.
I don't want to know what his nickname for me was.
There were several.
They're all true. Just saying. There's him climbing into trees. And this is our band that we never had.
We made the picture before we had the band.
It was very important to get a mission statement first. We wanted to have our band look just right before we started the band.
Most important thing.
So my mom made me take my brother to prom. And I got to take my sister-in-law too. It was so fun. They wouldn't dance with me either. And they played Back That Butt Up a million times. And Addam still wouldn't dance. I know that was his jam. He had a lot of jams.
But we looked pretty good.
So this is when Addam and Cheryl got married. And that is Diana and Jim. We call them Mimi and Papa. Everybody else can call him Mimi and Papa. That looks like Addam is gonna cut her head off.
He threatened to.
He did. Of course he did.
Notice Cheryl smiling there, Addam's gone.
She doesn't know what's going on behind her. She's all like, this is great. Addam's gonna smile, right?
Yeah, right. Like I knew that.
Yeah, she had given up by then.
I really expected a different, face than that one. That one was pretty good.
That was his Reaper face. The Great Reckoning.
That's right.
So Mercedes and the girls always used to follow Daddy around. And because he was high up, I mean, it was awesome. You could access anything you wanted to. If you could just convince him to pick you up, it would be great. So, he never picked me up. Not lately. So that's Mercedes,
Learning how to fly.
learning how to fly.
In his boxers.
Oh, and this was a staple outfit for Addam, by the way. And notice we did not get a picture of the back because there wasn't a whole lot to the back after a while.
But we always left the doors open so the neighbors could see.
Addam wanted everybody to take part in the gloriousness that was Addam. Because he knew nobody would say anything. Nobody did. And this was him with Mercedes. And she loved that pink ball. Yeah. This is Addam and Cheryl and Mercedes. And Cheryl loved it when Addam put his big arm around her. It was usually when she was mad at him. And she'd be like, "Get off me, Addam!" And he'd be like, "But baby, but baby, I love you." And then he'd say, "You know, Adina, when a man loves a woman, he sits her down by the fire." And I'm like, "She's already mad. What are you doing?" And you're gonna end up in the fire. I'm surprised he lived. This was him when he got his GED. Conventional school was a nightmare for everybody, but mostly for him. So he actually got his GED. And he went through the police academy too, and blew out both of his knees.
Mm-hmm.
What was that, like the first couple of weeks in training?
Yeah.
Yeah. He went big or went home.
Yeah.
So.
Is this chia beard?
Yeah, he grew that. The chia pets.
It was
It's so
terrible.
gross.
We tried convincing him to shave it for how long?
That was a scrub brush. He doubled as a toilet brush. That was how we gave him his baths. So he never grew his facial hair right. Just like he wouldn't smile right or do anything else right. And so he'd have like this nasty old man stash. And it was always bushy. And it was always just like all over everything. And Cheryl would be like, "That is so gross. What are you doing?" Like, "Well, baby." Baby, I love you. That's him and Mercedes.
I thought that was Ren.
Yeah, I think it's Ren.
Oh,
Is it Rennie?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's Ren's blanket.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I don't know, we passed them around.
You both
I don't
tuck
know,
your
when they were
fingers
little,
like
they
that?
wouldn't share. That's my blanket.
They were really sweet to each
I'm
other.
pretty sure that's Randy, right? That's Randy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Serenity.
So that's my grandma Pat's old house. And that's Cheryl.
Yeah, thanks.
I think she was mad at him that day. I don't know. And that was Addam's looking in the distance. He also did that when you got him in trouble. And he'd always say, "Okay, are we done now?" Is that Fantastic Caverns
Yeah.
or Taverns or whatever?
Fantastic Caverns.
There's him when he was a Jasper County Sheriff deputy.
That's Jesse's house, it looks like.
Is that Jesse's house?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah, that's
recognize the
Jesse's house.
painting.
Oh, that's not Jesse's house.
Cheryl says this. Jesse, is that your house? Is that your house?
It is. I can tell.
Is that your woman picture in the back?
He says yes.
Then there's Adam in his big smile.
Mhm.
That's just when he was in the sheriff's department.
Yeah. Is that Halloween with Rennie and Mercedes and my
It doesn't look
mom?
like Halloween.
I think it's just,
I
I
think
think
it's
we
just
were in
normal.
Caverns, weren't we?
Yeah.
Didn't we go to St. Louis? Yeah. That's how come it's so dark in the background.
I'm just making stories up right now.
It's all good, we'll keep you straight.
That's fine. I'm good with that. This is at my brother Aaron's house. Is that Rennie?
Yeah.
Looks like Ren. So that right there is totally Adam.
Jump in, jump in. I'll catch you.
Yeah, I can see you saying that.
Yeah, any way he could get entertainment, he would. He found me very entertaining.
And there's Miss Mother Mercedes running after
That's
her.
No, that's Ren.
That's
But
Rennie.
Mercedes.
No,
is
that's
the-
Ren and
No, that's,
Ariana.
oh, is that Ariana?
Mhm.
Oh.
Mhm.
And then there's Adam and
Sadie's and Ren.
is that?
No, that's Ariana.
That's
Oh,
Ariana
I'm
and
sorry.
Rennie.
Ren and Ariana.
You guys are starting to look alike. I don't know who these people are. That's Jesse and Adam and
Sadie's and
Amber and Mike and Sadie's and
Ren and Ariana.
There's our camping trip to Lake Leatherwood.
yep. And that's Lake Leatherwood. Try saying that 10 times fast. Woo! And Mike and Jesse and some other person in the back I can't see very well
That's
because I'm
Aaron.
nearsighted.
It's Aaron.
Is that you?
Uh-huh.
That's my other brother. There's Jesse and Adam and April. And is that Aaron?
That's Mike.
Or is it Mike?
No, I'm just ahead of floating.
A floating head. Oh, yes, Mike. And then there's Aaron and Adam and
We were geocaching.
Yeah, we were out in the woods geocaching, looking for we thought it'd be fun to do in the middle of the night, and it was fun.
Thank God Aaron was there. They all made it out.
He has been gifted with an internal GPS. If you ever get lost, go with him. It'll be annoying because he'll make sure to figure out exactly where you're at. Exactly where you're at.
You won't recognize the girl voice.
This is Lake Leatherwood and some people. To the relax to
Well,
me.
it's clear when I scan it. It doesn't come out well on this TV because it's a low res TV. But that's Addam, and then I think that's Mike,
Yeah.
and probably Jesse walking off. That's one of the trails that goes around the lake.
Yeah, I was leading the pack, and I don't think that was a good idea.
That's always a bad idea, right? I told you to follow
Did Aaron take the picture?
Probably.
So he's laughing at them the whole time, like, good luck.
I'll tell you when you're going the wrong way.
Right.
After you've been going the wrong way for quite a while. That's one of my favorite pictures of my brother. And usually that was a face when he was getting in trouble too. And he'd blink real fast.
I'm pretty certain.
Almost like he didn't know you were speaking English.
I took that picture and I'm pretty certain it was Adam, hold still. I'm trying to get your picture.
Yeah, it was.
So I got that.
Yeah. Yeah, he used to be like, okay, are we done? Done. In fact, he'd be in the back right now or outside. So.
Outside.
But now he has to listen to me talk. And this is more like Leatherwood.
Yeah, all the kids,
People.
everybody.
We paid those people. Because we really didn't have family. We just made them up. There's Adam on a bike we actually found that fit him.
Well.
Now, the bike is normal size.
Yeah, the bike is to scale. It'd be like this big for me. And it was like this for him. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Is this Rhode Island?
Yeah.
That's Rhode Island with the girls
Yeah.
and Adam.
That was in Rhode Island.
Is that Rhode Island?
Yeah, it was Fort Adams in Rhode Island.
Oh. Part of Adam. There's Adam and Ariana. That's what the girls did all the time. They were always on his lap.
Mm-hmm.
And if he was playing video games or anything, they were on his lap.
And he didn't mind.
Me too. Tell me a story. Back in Nam.
That's how they always started.
Yeah. I love the smell of napalm in the morning. You do? You know what that smells like? Yeah, he did. He used to make it himself. There's Ariana and Adam. And this was him in his hazmat suit for Halloween. And this is a very special Halloween because he got to terrorize Cheryl with the dead squirrel.
Yep.
They also used to put the skeletons of the locusts on my shoulders when I was little, and it would scare the holy bejesus out of me.
That was the first time April actually spent a first holiday, I believe, with us. Was that holiday? Yeah.
Welcome to the family, April.
Yeah.
My brother dresses in dresses.
And chases,
And he-
Dead squirrel.
and
and
he
chases
plays
his
dead-
wife down the street with dead squirrels.
That's family love right there.
I'm surprised we didn't scare her off.
That's when she knew it was true love.
Right.
So there's Papa and Rennie and Sadie's and Adam. There's his impersonation of Lurch. He looks like an undertaker.
He's like, yes, this is my kid.
I'm actually very impressed that they found a tuxedo that fit him. Because he was just...
Probably cost extra.
We have this whole bowl of fabric. It's just for you. And there's Ariana and Sadie's and Rennie and Papa and the bottom half of that. We cut about a foot off of him in that.
Oh, he does,
I told you he'd take great vacations. He should have been a model.
You see the whites of his eyes from
For a horror movie.
Or a lighthouse.
I look so embarrassed. Like, yep, this is
my
Dad.
dad.
She's like, Dad, can you go down the street and drop me off?
Just leave me in the woods, Daddy.
I'll clear him by me.
Uncle Aaron, I have a GPS on me. We're gonna go geocache my nieces. It'll be a fun time. Yeah, that's awesome. There's his arm, and he used to drive all the time. All the time. Even if he didn't have gas.
Mhm. He would sell something.
He would sell something of ours to get
We
gas.
would. He'd be like, let's go to Springfield. We'll sell the computer.
We'll sell the children. I just want to go somewhere. Just anywhere.
Yep.
Everywhere. Within a 3-mile radius. Because that's all I can afford. So here's Adam and his coconuts. I'm just jealous. They're so big.
This is a fundraiser for a breast cancer fashion show we did. And so they had us dress up in these bras and prance across the stage.
And Adam picked the coconuts.
Adam picked the coconuts.
The size of his head.
Not surprising.
Not surprising. Yeah, I think that speaks enough for itself. I mean, I can offer commentary, but there's him smiling,
He's
Right.
got his cupid haircut.
and his hair's actually brushed. Sometimes he'd come in and he wouldn't even brush his hair, and he'd be like, ugh.